For my two communications courses, which deal with cross-cultural and intercultural communication specifically, I have my students write a cross-cultural personal journal every semester, and those are really extremely interesting documents for me, because I read about culture shock all the time, and from what I gather, culture shock is something that cannot be avoided. All sorts of pieces of advice exist. You can find them on the internet via Google very easily, but quite frankly I don't think you can escape culture shock. It is a physical phenomenon, psychological phenomenon with very tangible symptoms and effects on your body, like for instance a sense of not feeling clean and wanting to wash all the time, lack of sleep or excessive sleep, angst, anxiety, fear of all sorts of things. And there is, I think, in my experience at least, nothing that you can really do about it. It is going to happen to you no matter what. Having said this, one can of course try to prepare for it. If you know what's happening to you, you will probably better be able to deal with it. And all sorts of pieces of advice are around. In my Communications 302 course, I've developed a model for intercultural confrontation, if you wish. And I'm not suggesting in any way that it might be a cure or offer a cure for culture shock, because I don't think it exists. But it may help create a certain type of awareness that would help someone confronted with culture shock to better deal with it. One of the key components of the model is a governing box governing the entire process of change, and in it you would determine for yourself what your goals are, what your specific goals are with your study abroad program, so that you can at any time return to those goals, which then might offer comfort and tell you, listen, I'm experiencing problems now, but I have good reasons to be here. And to assist that governing box, there is a supporting box at the bottom in which you would put all types of information about perhaps your home culture, but specifically of course about the foreign culture, so that you could draw on that supporting box for all types of information that might help you better understand what exactly it is that you're experiencing, what exactly it is that is going on with you. The two intercultural communications courses that we have at Vesalius College, Communication 271 and Communication 302, are not courses that are set up as remedies for culture shock. They are geared to be academic, that is to say theoretical reflections on the nature of intercultural difference. So students taking them will not find a ready-made cure or an immediate cure for any culture shock they might experience, but those courses will, I hope, help them to address in a very academic fashion, that is to say from a theoretical perspective, what culture is, what cultural difference is, and how one can deal with cultural difference from an economic perspective, from a political perspective, and possibly from a personal perspective as well.